I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. That's very smoky today. Happy Manifestation Monday. Today's reading is all about manifestation. Maybe some general ideas of what you need to be aware of, or some possible direct guidance regarding your energy with your manifestations, what you're trying to make happen in your life. That's one of my favorite readings. Okay, I hope that you had a fantastic weekend. I had a really good weekend. Yesterday, I had a little kid's birthday party, 7-year-old, at a roller skating rink, and I haven't been to one of those since I was a kid. So it was my kid's first time going to a roller skating rink, and it was so much fun. So much fun. I hope that you had a great weekend. I hope that you're feeling fantastic. Yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, Spirit. Oh, I forgot. Clear for you. Clear for you. My apologies. How rude. Clear for me. Give both of us clear real good. Okay. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much for being here. This smudge needs to get snuffed. Shh. Go to sleep. Okay, so in my smudging pre-prayer before I recorded, my smudge went a little crazy, and part of it landed on this deck, which is one I normally use at the end of readings sometimes, but I felt guided to do it at the beginning of this one. So we're going to get an overview of what's going on with your manifestations or manifesting in general, and then we'll jump into tarot, okay? All right, Spirit, will you please give me the cards I need to see for my wonderful darling and their manifestations? And also, will you please snuff out that smudge smoke, please? I mean, I like the smell, but it's like a little distracting. Oh, I love this. Okay. All right. Excuse me, this is gonna drive me absolutely bonkers. Okay. Do I need to remove you? Okay. All right. That's okay. And have a good time over there doing your smoky thing. Okay. We got Blue Moon. You are ready. Make your masterpiece. And then, man, I always forget to go look up how to pronounce these names. I can, Ceres? C-E-R-E-S. I should know how to pronounce that. I apologize. Love and mother yourself. At the bottom is Sun. Find a balance. Beautiful energy. So I feel like with manifesting, what can hold us back from really stepping into being the person that has our desired reality, right? Showing up as that person is the negative talk that we give ourselves, right? When there's really a need to nurture and foster growth in that version of self that you want to be, who has your desired whatever, who has your desires tangible, right? So I feel like we can talk ourselves out of being ready. We can say, oh, I'm not ready. I just, maybe Monday, maybe another day, maybe I need to do X, Y, and Z first. There's all of these stipulations that we apply to why we can't show up as the person doing the thing that we need and desire to do, right? And this is just saying, like, you are ready. The only reason you're not ready is because you're telling yourself you're not ready. If you told yourself you are ready, you'd be ready. Like, that's literally the only difference. It's just your belief. And I think Neville Goddard actually called these quibbles. It's certain scenarios that our subconscious builds around the parameters of what's possible for our reality, right? Instead of just it being possible because you are one and connected to God, you are God of your reality. There's this disconnect that says, well, logically, here's why this has to happen. Here's why I can't feel good unless I do this. I can't have this unless this happens. And it's called quibbles. And it's like, fine, you can still manifest with quibbles, but They're just as silly as they sound, quibbles. So if you think you're not ready, you actually are, and it's just a quibble that you have about your own belief system and you, and a lot of care and nurturing. And, you know, I'm also getting the importance of a mother, okay? The nurturement of a mother. What a mother has a very vital role, right? It is to both protect, nurture, grow, teach their children. But then the opposite side of the coin is also fostering independence, right? Letting go of control, giving space so that your child can learn, so that your child can do, instead of like, I don't know, being a helicopter parent, like that's not really the greatest, right? So maybe your quibbles are a little bit of pessimistic helicopter parenting of yourself, and you need to allow yourself free range. Will you give me some Moonology Oracle cards here before I get into tarot, please? Just some more information for my darling's manifestations. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Yes. Yeah. We're in Aquarius right now. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Wow, look at those. Logic. Air signs. Both air signs based on logic, communication, black and white thinking, okay? Which are great assets to have. It's great. They're not negatives, but they can be used negatively just like anything. And so I feel like it's like, bring love into this situation. Communication is key. Communicating to yourself, your affirmations, what you believe, what you are speaking about, your parameters is important, and you need to bring love into it. And love fosters autonomy and a willingness to spread your wings and go figure it out. Figure it out, you know, not holding someone back, not squashing their light for the purpose of safety or predictability, right? There's a balance. There's a balance, and maybe we're on the more protective side of our subconscious rather than the explorative side, you know? And I feel like a good way to communicate is to communicate with your future self who has your reality, right? Ask questions. Ask questions and just say, okay, so who I want to be, this person who I want to be, who is successful, healthy, fit, in a loving, committed relationship, how does she wake up and feel? How does he wake up and feel? How do they wake up and feel? What do they do every day? Like, what does that look like? What habits does that person have? And then you start doing those things because you are that person. You're going to be, but you have to choose to be that person and behave like that, right? You have to let yourself do it and not talk yourself out of why you're not ready because you're idealizing a fantasized version of your future self and thinking that that's some sort of greater version of you, when really that future version is you. When you're there, you're still going to feel like you in your flesh, and you'll just reflect and be like, oh man, my mindset was different, but like, that's crazy. I still kind of feel the same, but like, here I am, you know? No, here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Okay. All right, Spirit, you're funny. Spirit's in a good mood today. I'm in a good mood today. Let's see, Spirit. Okay, will you please give me some tarot here for my lovely darling and their manifestation journey? What else do I need to know about this? What is this communication and love that we need to bring into the situation? How do we need to care about ourselves enough to let us take our first steps to make our masterpiece? Seven of Wands. Defensiveness. Guardedness. Okay. The balance here. This is overthinking. It's like what you are choosing to think and believe, okay? All of these reasons why it can't work out, why the what ifs in all the negative ways, right? The Nine of Swords. What ifs in all the negative ways. What are you choosing to protect here? Because if you're choosing to protect this version of yourself, right? Because you think that's your way of helping soothe yourself. Self-soothing is to possibly over-validate this part of you, right? Over defend it. And it's like, which part do you want to defend? What do you want to defend? What do you want to choose? You know, you're not wanting to choose insecurity. So why are we going to choose behaviors and circumstances that lead to insecurities? You're not going to want to choose feeling unwell, unhealthy, you know, in the best way that you can, outside of, you know, other medical conditions or whatever. In the best way that you can, you're not going to want to choose things that amplify that feeling of unwellness, you know? It's like the person that you want to be, your manifestations, there's a way that you need to show up, and your quibbles and your circumstances and the reasons that you can talk yourself out of everything, taking the first step, that's then what you're choosing to, there's a specific word I'm hearing, incubate. That's what you're choosing to incubate. That's what you're choosing to continue to grow and hatch into your reality, right? Okay. Being defensive of our logical thoughts that tell us no, right? And that's opposing this level of confidence and belief in yourself and determination to make it happen no matter freaking what. The King of Wands, the most freaking determined, like every time I almost say determined in these readings, I almost say determinated. And that's so freaking funny to me, because that's so, the King of Wands would be very determinated. Okay. Anyways, the King of Wands is going to get what he wants, you know. Yellow school bus. Oh, it's going to start beeping in a minute, so watch out. We're backing up. Don't backtrack. The King of Wands doesn't backtrack. Don't backtrack, right? I think whenever you're moving forward and then things start to happen and then you get these fears, these subconscious fears that rise up, and it's like, oh no, those kind of have valid points. These subconscious fears have valid points. And then we put on the beepers here in a second. I guarantee. I'm going to laugh if they don't do the beepers today, because they do the beep. We're backing up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope. The King of Wands doesn't have backup beepers. Nope. There's a balance. There's something to choose here, right? Choosing the wrong path. Ten of Swords. Self-sabotage. You have a way to get out of this situation instead of viewing things from like a victim mindset where things have to line up just right for you in order for you to be who you want to be, right? But really, you're the author. You're the operant power of your reality. You're the author of your life story. So you have the power to decide, is this going to hold me down or not? Yeah, things happen. Shit happens. Like, life is freaking chaotic. Absolutely. Is it stronger than you? No, because you're still going. Like, you're still here and you're still going. And so then you have a choice to make. And the choice that you have to make is one of love. One of love. Which version of love are you going to choose? Are you going to do the conscious version of loving yourself with the Lovers, Gemini? Are you going to be conscious about it, or are you going to love yourself into a binding that keeps you stuck, which would then turn this Lovers card into the devil, right? The devil depiction of, yeah, the Lovers here. Feeling bound, feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling unable to move forward, cyclical thinking, anxieties, the worst case of what if syndrome. What are we choosing? What are you defending? And that's okay if this is triggering, because I get it, okay? And whenever you're in these modes of what if syndrome, they feel completely real and valid. And I'm going to say, like, yeah, it's completely valid for you now. Does it have to be valid permanently? No, you still have a choice. You still have a choice to make in who you're going to be, how you're going to act. What does the person that you're going to be and the future reality that you desire, what are they doing every day? What are they doing every day? Show up like that person instead of convincing yourself that you can't, because then you're the only thing prohibiting you from exactly what you want in your manifestations, right? I say this with love and a lot of passion because I am passionate about manifesting. So I hope this doesn't come across as like, oh, you're not doing this right. Not at all. Not at all. I want you to get what you want. I want you to stop talking yourself out of it. I want you to let yourself incubate good feelings and good beliefs and an ability to take steps whenever you're feeling apprehensive. You're never going to feel completely ready. That's why you just got to do it anyways. You just got to do it anyways. And then as you go, it'll get easier. It'll feel more natural. As it's more of a habit, you become that person. It's not going to switch for you until you start doing that, because there's this phase, this phasing. You're in this version now. You're not who this person is yet that has what you want. And there's a phasing that happens. You know what I mean? And it all starts with belief, so that you can actually do the things that you need to do to be the person you need to be. Let me see what else wants to come out. Okay. I want you to get what you want. I want you to be happy, the fullest potential of happiness. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. I love tarot. I love tarot. I want you to be happy. Are you kidding me? 10 of Cups in the Sun. Y'all, I want you to be happy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to choose a path that leads you towards emotional fulfillment, rather than defending all of the reasons why you think you can't, or you shouldn't, or it won't happen. All the things that feed insecurity and a lack of confidence, the wrong choice, the wrong path. There's no wrong paths, but there's an active path, and either way, you have to choose it. You want to change your subconscious beliefs, you want to believe that you're capable, then you have to actively choose that. It's not a passive choice. Okay, what else do you want me to know? That's a lot. Was that necessary? I'm going to read it and put it back in, and then I'll try to get some more, because that was like, it feels like a fumbled. But the Star, the World, 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. You know, normally, like, the 6 of Pentacles to me would be like a breadcrumbing type energy, like not giving enough. But I feel like this is actually, oh my gosh, who's reading? This is exactly what he said. Menopon Tarot. I forget his name. I think his name's Chris. Anyways, one of his readings, he talked about how the 6 of Pentacles can sometimes also be being picky about where you choose to invest your time, energy, and effort, right? So if you're being overly picky in a what if mindset, right, then what fruits are you going to bear? Maybe you should be overly picky about choosing a negative mindset, right? Whenever these thoughts pop up, then we're just like, I get to choose whether or not that means something to me. Yes, I'm going to have these thoughts pop up and these insecurities, but I still have to choose whether or not I invest my time, energy, and emotions into that belief, right? And I don't have to keep choosing it just because I did once before, right? No belief is true unless I believe it's true. And it could easily be not true if I decide it's untrue. 7 of Swords at the bottom. The Star, the World. This is like successful healing. This is wish fulfillment. This is a great manifestation card. And this is, the Star comes after the Tower, I believe. And the Tower is obviously a massive shakeup, a big change. Usually depicted negatively, right? It's a change that was unexpected, which never feels great, no matter what, right? Even when people get good things unexpectedly, you could just kind of be like, what? Back up, where's the backup sensors? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so healing, manifestation, but it's renewing your hope, renewing your viewpoint into a viewpoint of positivity and hopefulness and belief in a reality better than what you have now, right? The stars aligning. It's that fundamental going within that spiritual belief that says, I don't want to be here anymore. I have to choose that there's a way out of this, right? I have to believe that there's a way out of this. I'm going to choose that there's a way out of this, right? This is what needs to happen, right? Is you being picky about the negative thoughts, because then you're choosing that. When really, if you close this out, then you'll step into a feeling of like extreme bliss here. 9 of Cups, like we saw the 10 of Cups earlier. The 9 of Cups is you believing individually in your 10 of Cups, your happiest, you know, I can't believe we saw 10 of Cups and the Sun. That was crazy. The 2 happiest cards in the deck. But the 9 of Cups, it's like the Nine of Cups is this individual happiness that happens regardless of what's around you. It's a self-fueled happiness, and that is what makes a recipe for success with the Ten of Cups and the Sun, right? Enlightenment, joy, excitement, happiness, love, contentment, the whole thing, what everyone wants and strives for in this life, right? So it's like, if you can just get yourself to choose a hope renewed, choose that every single time. Choose it every single time, no matter what thought pops up. View your thoughts as a choice. Every thought you have is a choice. They come up and you have a choice to make. Do I believe that? Do I invest in that? How does that serve me and my future self? What would future self think about this thought? What would future self believe about this thought? Then you'll see how things change. Like, this is a recipe for success. Okay, now I'm going to go back through the deck. That was a really good message, though. Okay, all right. I know. Okay, you can have messages right off the top. That's true, but just in case. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is a glass half empty type energy. It's unhappiness, judgment, that needs to change, right? When you are feeling this level of discontentment, of unsatisfied, like a level of unsatisfaction, right? Then that is your sign from your higher self, whatever, your future self, yourself with your desired reality, your desired manifestations intact in the flesh. That is your sign that, like, hey, your beliefs right now are not aligned, right? And that's okay. That's what it is right now. It is what it is. Don't avoid it. Don't try to avoid it. And just, like, let's acknowledge it. Yeah, my thoughts are not aligned right now. My beliefs are not aligned. My energy's not aligned. And therefore, because I'm sitting in this energy, I'm completely choosing to disregard this energy here that would really benefit me with this cup. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a wake-up call. Discontentment, unsatisfied is your future self saying, come on, do something. Do something. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Let's get clear. Let's get, like, very balanced with our emotions. You have a choice on whether or not you're going to feed emotions into your thoughts, right? You have a choice on whether or not you're going to feed emotions into negativity or, like, enthusiastic positivity to help you take action to move forward. The Knight of Wands is, like, such a determined knight, right? There with the King of Wands, like, but the King of Wands has a level of authority and power that the Knight of Wands does not have yet, right? The Knight of Wands is still in training, but it's this something to prove, right? Show yourself that you have something to prove to yourself. You do, right? You can absolutely level up to this King of Wands energy, the confident that things are his, right? But to get there, the phasing is the Knight of Wands. Taking action, even though you're not at a king level, you're not, in full power yet, you're not that person yet, but taking action anyways, because you're determined, because you believe, right? This is slaying the dragon energy, right? Instead of, like, succumbing to, it just won't work out. It just won't work out. It just won't, like, getting balanced. It's your higher self saying, get balanced, choose. Let's make choice. Every time you have these thoughts, you have a choice to make. What choice are you going to make? Communicate with yourself. Communicate with me, future self, not me. But, like, your future self is, like, begging you. Talk to me when you're having a hard time. Talk to me. Ask me what I would do. And then do it, right? Instead of talking to yourself right now who's telling you, oh, that's never going to work. Like, what a negative Nancy that person is. Like, just... And negative Nancy's just sitting on her butt, not doing anything, just talking down to everyone trying. Don't choose to be negative Nancy. Every time. It's okay. Sometimes you're gonna, and that's okay, you're a person, but, like, habitually, what are we choosing? Try to choose to be the person who has what you want. Okay, I don't know what else wants to come out. I feel like this is like a boot camp, a manifestation boot camp reading. Like, this feels like a very... If you've ever seen The Incredibles, oh my gosh, what's her name? superhero fashion designer person. Oh my gosh. I can see her character, but I can't remember her name. But at one point in the movie, Miss Incredible goes to her and is talking about her disappointment with Mr. Incredible because he's gone and she thinks he's cheating and all this. And she gets up there and she's like, "Get yourself together." Who are you? You're Mrs. Incredible. You're Elastigirl, basically. And I feel like that's your future self. Like, get yourself together. Get yourself together. Who are you choosing to be? You're not this person. Like, you're feeling this right now, but like, who are you going to be now? Like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Like, Queen of Wands, what are you going to do about it? Ace of Wands. Get yourself together. What are you going to do about it? You're going to sit here and be this person who's unhappy, who just perpetually chooses to be unhappy, to live in those fears, to live in that doubt? Or are you going to step into your power? Are you going to choose like, hey, I really am worth receiving the life that I desire. I'm worth receiving everything that I want to achieve, right? I do have so much power in me to overcome, right? And my new beginning is mine if I really want it. Do I really want it? What do I really want? What do I really want? Do I really want this current situation that I'm stuck in, that makes me feel stuck, that makes me overthink, that the what if station, backpedaling, backtracking, Nine of Swords again. Didn't we see that earlier? Is that there? Yeah. Nine of Swords again. What are you choosing? Don't overthink your new beginning. Try not to. Try not to. Try not to. Okay? Feel the fear and do it anyways. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve the stability of the life that you choose to create. You deserve to feel that level of empowerment. Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords. It's so funny because I was also getting like, people will celebrate you for what you're doing. Like, you're going to have a lot of people rooting you on. Like, cheering from the stadiums. Specifically, that was really bizarre, but cheering from the stadiums. And then, like, what comes up next is Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords. And it's just like, maybe there's some apprehension about showing the world this version of self that you want to be, whatever it is that you want to have, whatever you're wanting to manifest. Maybe there's an apprehension here. That's what the Nine of Swords is overthinking the amount of support you're going to get, maybe. And that is a self-defeating thought, right? You could also interpret, because of this combo, you could also interpret, you might pay more attention to people's criticism or negative impact, like negative influence. That's not what I'm trying to say. Not negative influence, but any negativity that's said by anyone, you might really take that more to heart than you do positive feedback, right? And that's a natural thing. That's a natural thing. You're not abnormal. It's a completely normal human thing. But like, you deserve to feel confident and like, fuck what they say. It doesn't matter what anyone says about you. Because ultimately, anyone who says anything negative about you is likely not doing as much as you, They're never doing more. The people who are just criticizing, being hater, trolls, whatever. They're never doing more. They have a lot of free time on their hand to be really trying to crush people's spirits and dreams with just downright pessimism. And that's also this negative Nancy voice that talks you out of doing things. It's like, it's funny because it's both. What you focus on is a direct reflection of what's going on within you. So if you were to flip it and be encouraging and be believing and supporting in your number one fan, know that your future self is rooting you on, because future self needs you now to get to who they are, right? You're exactly what's needed to become who you want to be, right? So it's like, if we could switch the focus, then you won't even pay hardly any mind to negativity. Like, you really won't. Not really, not most of the time. You can get there, because you have to choose it first, right? Yeah. And you have complete control over that. You do. Yep. No more indecision. No more, well, I won't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know if I'll be successful. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not successful. You need to cut through the BS. Knight of Swords at the bottom. Cut through the BS. Be decisive. Choose to do what makes you happy. Choose to pursue the thing that makes you feel proud and empowered, because it's going to work out for you. You just have to choose the right thing. You're not choosing the right thing right now, maybe. And you got to choose the right thing. Got to choose what you believe. And you should believe in yourself first and always. You should. Okay. Manifestation boot camp reading. Okay. I hope that, yeah. I actually really liked it. I hope I'm not like a hard ass. Here's the deal. I've been this energy most of my life. And I'm not this energy anymore. So I'm all fired up about it because I'm like, if I got out of it, you can get out of it. And I'm not saying that like you have it work, like, let me rephrase that. Because I know how hard it was for me to get out of it, and I recognize and I see how hard it is for you to get out of it, I believe you can because I did. We are one and the same, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, not a comparing, you know what I mean. And if you don't, I don't pay attention to negativity because I believe in myself. So if you'd like to ask, a question while I shuffle, go ahead and do that. I'm going to get some angel answers. You do not have to ask a question though. I will interpret these messages the way I see fit for this reading. Either way. So if you want to, go ahead. If you don't want to, just hang around. All right. Spirit, will you please answer the question that my lovely darling has answered. You've already answered your own question. That's for someone. You've already answered your own question. Okay. Will you please answer the question my darling has asked and give me the words and messages that I need to deliver to them now. Thank you. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Come on, wheels. Yes. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop believing. No need to worry. No need to worry. Be assertive. Be confident. Be in that King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands energy, right? Big happy changes. Success. I couldn't make it up if I wanted to, y'all. I couldn't. At the bottom. Yes. I think I already said that. Okay. Healing energy oracles, and then I'll let you go. Actually, I have a new deck. And it's like an oracle deck of little fun things. So, we'll see what it says. Okay. You give me some cards here for my darling to close us out from this lovely deck. Rainbow Brain Skull is what it's called. Rainbow Brain Skull. And the artwork is amazing. So. All right. How are we going to close this out, Spirit? How are we going to close this out? What do they need to see? What do they need to hear? Just one. Okay, at the bottom, this is just too perfect. Take break from small hell you've designed for yourself. Okay, is it gonna be reflective? You've designed a small hell for yourself with all this overthinking. The what if conniption fit. Okay? Take a break from it. Jump into belief. Get yourself out of it. Get yourself together. Okay? Extremely slow, long-term growth. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time, but you're so worth planting the seed and watering it. Yeah, you are. You are. The more you create, the more the universe is. The more you do it, the more you will be it, okay? Jumping is scary. Staying frozen is scarier. Yeah, what do you want to choose? What are you choosing to defend? What are you choosing to defend? Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this resonated for you, that you feel like this was the tough love and encouragement that you needed, because I really do intend these messages with the greatest love. I just have a lot of fire and passion about these things. And I hope that it's exactly what you needed. I will label this as a boot camp so that anyone who's not ready for boot camp doesn't have to choose to click on it. So if you're here, I hope that this was meant for you. Let me know. I would really appreciate it, but you don't have to. Either way, I love you so much. I believe in you, and you should believe in you, and I'm so excited for the person that you are choosing to be today so that your future self can thank you later, okay? Tomorrow's Top Go Tuesday. We're going to see who's talking about you, what people say about you, all that, you know. Yeah, hope to see you there. If not, that's totally fine too. But yeah, okay. Oh, also, so my ADHD brain, when I started making the deck, my collective deck last year, I forget what happened. I feel like it was sickness, and then my son got hurt, and my brain completely forgot. I've been working on it again, so it'll be in use soon. I still have a lot of cards to fill out, but I wanted to give an update on that because I'm sure a lot of you have been like, what is she doing with all those? Like, she said she was making a deck with our stuff and we haven't seen it yet. It's coming. I'm sorry. My brain got so distracted for months. Squirrel. Okay. Anyways, have a great rest of your day. A wonderful life. And I love you. I love you. Okay. Take care and ta-ta. Low battery and bye. Oh, dang it. Bye.